I'm very happy that you're here and you're going to talk to us about Beautiful Palm, a film that explores identity, secrecy, and discomfort.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you hope audiences walk away understanding about the characters, even when their choices are difficult to make?
Well, I think being a person is difficult. I think going through everyday life is hard for a lot of people. And that's what we hope to capture in the movie. You know, we wanted to try and make the movie feel as real as possible. And the characters, they're flawed and they make flawed choices. But they're also human. You know, being flawed is a part of being human. And I think that's really what the movie's about at its core.
I kept wondering about the creative process.
Yeah.
For example, how long did it take to write it, and then how long did it take to film it and put it together?
Yeah, well, we had about a month and a half worth of shooting, and I like to take a few months to think about every story beat before I sit down and write it. And then once we got to writing, it probably took me about a month to write it. So yeah, and then we had a couple months worth of post-production as well. All in all, probably about a year's worth of work.
How did you go about finding the crew and the actors, and what was that about this process?
We had a lot of really talented people work on the movie, you know, even down to our makeup artist, to the people who worked on the sound, our composer. As far as our cast, luckily I'm friends with a lot of really talented actors. And we were able to audition more actors just based off of that. And then as far as crew, you know, everyone wanted to lend a helping hand. You know, I had quite a few friends that wanted to come help out, and we taught them how to set up a light and hold a boom mic, and we went from there.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful collaboration, right?
Yeah, definitely.
The photography and locations seemed to me that carried a strong emotional weight.
Yeah.
How did visual storytelling help you express what the characters couldn't tell?
Well, I think we wanted to convey a sense of real intimacy in the camera work, right? A lot of the movie is, I hope, is filmed like a documentary. You know, it's very uptight and close and very intimate, and especially in the car scenes as well, right? The movie at its core is about a sex worker, and so we spend a lot of time in cars with Pam. You know, we're in the back seat watching Pam go through her night. You know, and so yeah, we wanted to convey this documentary style like filmmaking. You know,
an open ending.
Yeah.
It often leaves space for the audience to fill in the narrative gaps.
Yeah.
What role do you hope the viewer plays in completing the story of Beautiful Palm for themselves?
Well, I think the best movies and the best music and the best art is often open-ended. And I think movies that I love often leave me thinking about what happened afterwards, you know? And so that's what I hoped we could convey in the ending of the film. Is we're not telling you how it ends. We're not telling you where Pam goes and what Pam does. I think that's what you took away from the film as an audience member. I think that's for you to decide.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, there is darkness in the film.
Yeah.
Despite this darkness,
yeah,
there are moments of restraint, refusal, and escape.
Yeah.
Where do you see hope or agency in the film?
Yeah.
Even in small, quiet ways.
Yeah, well, I think Pam is someone that doesn't have a lot of hope in life. I think it's hard to extract hope from what we see on screen. I think the film is rather uncomfortable at times. But I think instead where we can find hope in watching the film is from the audience, right? What can the audience take away from watching this character? You know, and really at its core, the movie is about learning to take care of one another, right? Finding where we belong in the world and who we belong with. And I think that's the hopeful aspect of this film. Yeah.
And that was the thing that inspired you to write? What brought you to write about such a difficult topic and substance abuse?
Yeah. Well, I think a main aspect of the film and the character is how isolated Pam is, how lonely Pam is. And that's a real issue that a lot of people face, that I face. And so while I'm not Pam, and a lot of people may not be able to relate to Pam's lifestyle choices, the isolation and loneliness that Pam faces is something that I go through a lot and that a lot of other people go through. And that's why I really wrote the movie. You know, I think the movie is allegorical in a way. I'm writing through the character.
And that brings hope to the people?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I can't say that. You know, I mean, when you watch the movie, it is uncomfortable. And I don't necessarily know if what we see from Pam and Pam's life is worthy of inspiring hope, because Pam lives a tough life. And Pam is someone that goes through a lot of troubling things. So I hope people resonate with what they walk away from with the film. I hope they can maybe not feel so alone watching Pam.
How can we find out more information about the film?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can go on winterfilmfest.org to check out the film guide, which Beautiful Pam is on there. We're screening February 21st at the Regal Union Square in the 12 p.m. block. And also we have our official Instagrams as well, Beautiful Pam Film, and also Sid Cinematics, which is my personal Instagram.
Thank you very much, J.R. Stokes, for being such a wonderful inspiration and making films that make sense and meaning to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I think I'm someone who... Let me start again. I am someone who thinks about dying a lot. I mean, it's not like I'm suicidal or anything, it's just I'm kind of sick God fucks with people like this. Oh God.
You wanna shoot yourself, Pam? You wanna go and fucking blow your brains out?
No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, alright, maybe. Go right ahead and fucking do it then.
It's okay to not be okay.
He's not a kid anymore. He's turning 18. Where the fuck have you been?
I really like fucking. Guess you could say I've got a fucking problem. I'm sorry, you've just got a fucked up sense of humor.